Hey guys, we are back with a brand new Screen Team. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for listening on KWOC. Thank you for watching on YouTube and Facebook and all the social media sites. We appreciate all your support. And I've got a great show for you today, being joined by a brand new member of the Screen Team. We've got Hillary with us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show, and I kind of saw some of your stuff on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You were kind of doing like your top 10 favorite films of all time kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. You should be on the show. So I kind of ransacked you and I was like, you're going to need to come on the show and talk about some of these films. So we're doing a lot of musicals today. Is that right?
Yes. Okay,
so we're going to get into these musicals in just a little bit, but before we do so, let's talk about you for just a minute. Why don't you tell folks a little bit about yourself? Are you originally from here?
No, I'm not. I actually grew up in Southern Illinois, and then I went to school in Virginia, and I got a bachelor's in elementary education.
Wow.
And now I am a kindergarten teacher at Greenville Elementary.
Well, cool. That's awesome, man. Doing the teaching thing is very cool. Let's talk about some of your love of movies. What kind of movies do you love?
Obviously, I love musicals. I do like comedies. I enjoy myself some classic Adam Sandler.
Like before Big Daddy kind of stuff, or do you like a lot of his after stuff?
Kind of like Big Daddy and going backwards. So like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Sure.
And I do like a good historical drama. I just kind of run the whole gambit.
Yeah, you were also telling me you like Goodfellas too, so you like a good gangster movie?
Yes, I like a good mob movie. Oh, yeah.
Well, cool, man. I'm ready to dive into it, and we're not fooling around. We're going to get right into Hillary's all-time favorite movie. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
And what movie would that be?
Meet Me in St. Louis.
Starring Judy Garland, of course, and this was around the turn of the century, like the early 1900s, correct?
Yes, it starts in the summer of 1903, set in St. Louis, obviously, and it sort of leads up to the opening of the World's Fair in 1904.
Sure. So we got Judy Garland, and she's a young lady in this film, and she's having, what kind of issues is going on with Judy in this film?
Well, she's your typical teenager, and she is basically trying to find herself, her great love, and the boy moves in next door named John Truitt, and she is just completely enamored with him, and she is making it her mission to make that person her husband, and she decides that at her brother's going away party, I think he was going to Princeton, she decides, I'm going to let John Truitt kiss me tonight. And then her sister says, oh, well, boys don't like that. You're gonna, they don't want the bloom rubbed off. And she goes, well, personally, I think I have too much bloom. In typical Judy Garland fashion. I just love it.
Of course, we've got a lot of great characters, and her family's just like huge. There's Judy Garland plays Esther. She has an older sister named Rose, an older brother named Alonzo Jr., and then she has two younger sisters, Agnes and Tootie, who's played by Margaret O'Brien. Can we talk about Tootie for a second? Because she's my favorite character in the film. I love her. She is, where everybody else is kind of pristine, and she's got a flavor about her.
Oh, yeah.
She's got I don't want to say a wild side, but she's got a spunk to her.
Yeah.
There's a scene, and I forgot what the scene was, but she's singing, she's like, I was drunk last night, dear mother.
Yep, that's at the party.
Yeah.
She and Agnes were on the stairs, and they're trying to spy on their older brothers and sisters and looking at all the fun they're having.
Yeah.
And so she's able to convince her sister to let her do a couple of numbers and entertain the party, which she absolutely is all about. So.
And another scene that was very memorable to me, and it's not a nice scene at all, but it's during Halloween, and there's a scene where they're trying to dare some of the kids to go and throw mud or flour the mean lady on the street, basically, right?
Yeah.
And they get her to do it.
Yeah, it's I think it's just that family. I think the husband is more terrible than the wife is, but
Sure.
he answers the door, and Tootie, she's the one that volunteers to go and do it because she wants to be as brave as the big kids.
Right.
And I see this a lot in kindergarten, trying to be as good as the big kids, or to hang with your older brother or sister's friends and do what they do. And so she goes, and she's obviously just so terrified, and I hate you, Mr. Brokoff, and just throws it at him.
That was awesome, by the way. It sounded just like her. Very well done.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the music, because this is a musical. How was the music in this?
Oh, it's a lot of standards were introduced in this movie. Boy Next Door, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas,
Sure.
The Trolley Song. A lot of those were introduced in this film. And a lot of these are just, they're so classic. And I don't know, it just, when the music starts, I just get this wave of just calm and peacefulness and just kind of like bliss, I guess.
Sure.
And every song just makes me happy.
That's good. That's the sign of a good movie for sure. Let me ask you a tough question. I know this is going to be tough for you because you might be biased, but does this movie still hold up today?
I think it does. The way it was shot it's just beautiful. I mean, Vicente Minnelli was the director, and he met Judy Garland on this set and fell in love with her, and they got married after this. And just the way he, has directed the whole movie, every shot is beautiful. And the storylines, the way it was written, there's one storyline in there. The father is supposed to be getting a new job or business opportunity in New York, and he is going to move the whole family there. And I think that's something that a lot of people today go through with different, opportunities and whatever for their parents' jobs. I mean, that's a lot of kids, and their whole life is in St. Louis. And then, of course, when the father sees that it's going to affect them in this major way, well, I won't give it away, but I think everyone could know what happens. But,
Sure. The movie is called Meet Me in St. Louis, starring the ever graceful and talented Judy Garland. And, of course, you can find it on DVD. Coming up next, we're going to review a movie called Moulin Rouge, starring Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor. It's coming your way next here on the Screen Team.